Hey guys, welcome back to trainingbarrelhorses.com. I'm Kendra Dickson from goldbucklebarrelhorses.com, and this is my 3-year-old filly, Nellie. Okay, so we talked about the 4 corners in the last segment, and now I want to talk about the X in the middle. You'll see on top of this box I drew an X. And so if you are sitting in the middle of the box, you're sitting in the middle of the X. If you're sitting in the middle of this horse, you're sitting in the middle of the X. I'm going to ditch this box for a minute. Thanks, Nellie. Okay, so I ride with several different trainers who specialize in foundation horsemanship. And one trainer is Bill Fleming. He's from Ada, Oklahoma. And I love the way he describes this. He said, if you'll imagine an X in the middle of your horse and you're in the middle of it, this shoulder, so number 1, your first corner, is controlled by the opposite hip. Number 3, and vice versa. And this really made sense to me because a lot of times we struggle and our horses just seem to flounder and scramble through the turns and we don't understand why. And everybody talks about collection, but how do you get collection without a quick fix like a tie down? Well, this is how you're going to do it, and this is how you're going to stitch your horse back together. And I ride with another very good friend of mine, Punk Carter. He's a former president of the NCHA, the National Cutting Horse Association. And I like the way Punk explains this as well because it also talks about that X in the middle. If you're going to ask this horse to go into a left-hand turn, you're going to slide your hand down. We're going to start the turn, but you know what? You're going to use your opposite leg. So imagine if you had a thread that connected your left hand and went right through the middle of that horse to your right spur or your right stirrup. When I ask Nellie to go left, see how I use my right foot and I use pressure on the outside? Punk calls this opening the gate and closing the gate. When you slide your hand down and you start your turn, you're going to open the gate. You're going to invite that horse to follow your guidance, to follow your hand. And you see this space right here? That's a beautiful thing. My riding style and my training style is not conventional. It's not traditional barrel racing. You're not going to see a still shot of me turning a barrel like this. I've always got my hand forward. There's open space here, which is going to give this horse freedom to move through that space. She's going to have more free range of motion. So if we're going to open this gate with our inside hand, with our right hand, you're going to close the gate with your outside leg. So again, I want you to imagine that thread pulling whatever inside hand you're using. I want you to pull the opposite spur through so that you can help that horse's body follow through the turn. It's actually very simple, and I like to train with a common sense approach. We'll get to that in another segment, but every day I shoot them straight. I don't throw any monkey wrenches in the training program. I'm very consistent. This horse can rely on my body to say the same thing every day, and that's our express lane. At first they may be confused, but if I stay the same and I say the same thing every day, they're going to catch on because it's simplified and it's common sense. And they go from being confident to being very bold in the arena. I hope that this helps you, and I will see you in the next segment. Thanks for watching.